Let's talk about Funko Fusion, and before we get into anything, I want to mention that I've played over 50 hours in the game already. And at the time of me filming this, it's only been out for about 10 days, so I've played a lot, I know. It has been my game of choice since it released, and I've actually put Fortnite on the back burner until I'm done this game 100%. Because it has been a lot of fun, and I've now run through every single world in the game except for one. The one that I've saved is Five Nights at Freddy's, because I'm hoping to make a video on it maybe a little bit down the line or closer to Halloween. I think would be perfect. So expect that coming sometime soon. But now also, I have something interesting that 1010 Games sent over a little while ago, and I've been meaning to show it off. It's a box, well, from them. 1010 Games, thank you so much for sending this over, because it really is neat to have this, and I love to collect, like, random things, especially for Funko Fusion, because it is very new for, like, you know, me and collecting in general. I've never collected so much stuff from a video game before, like everything that they had over at San Diego ComicCon, as well as all of the different versions of the game. Oh, and when I say that, I'm not kidding. I have both of them so far. We've got the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and I'm hoping to get the Nintendo Switch version when that one's actually physical too. But now, everybody, let's open this thing up, and then we'll get into my thoughts about the game, because, like I said, I have really enjoyed it so far. And so here we go. I actually haven't opened it yet, so we're gonna find out which characters I got inside, because I believe there are 2 pops in this box, and oh, okay, cool. And now on top here, you'll notice it's got this card, and I believe it's just telling me about what day the game's gonna be releasing, as well as, yes, that they have a code for me for Steam. And so Funko Fusion, again, thank you so much. And you guys have already seen me playing it on the channel a bit, so I've got it already. But now, inside of here are the 2 characters that they sent over, and we've got to take these things out to take a look, because yeah, and funny enough, I just about have Megan unlocked. I'm close. I think I need maybe 2 or 3 more encounters with her, then I've got every single one of the pieces, so I'm getting there. And actually, this is really neat, because the other one that we've got inside of here is McCready, and I just, okay, what was it for him? I just got the zombie version of him, because that was actually in the update that released today, which I want to talk about as well. So really nice that they were able to send these over, and again, Funko Fusion, thank you so much. I love both of them. And so anyways, now getting into the update for today, it was the biggest one they've had since it released, and what they've been asking for over on their Discord server is a bunch of suggestions on things that they should fix, or even just like things that they think could be tweaked. They actually had an entire chat about it, and you could go in and suggest things, and I actually threw a couple things in there as well. One of the main ones was that you couldn't play as the character from the cameo level automatically, so if you jumped into Shaun of the Dead, you would have to play as a random character and not Shaun or Ed. And so what they've done is they've actually given you a box just outside of the level so you can jump automatically into them right away, which I think is seriously an amazing change. They've also now given us 5 hearts instead of 3, which I think is really great, because some parts are a little bit tricky and you don't want to restart the entire level because you lost on 1 heart. Also, like I talked about earlier, they did add in that most characters can become zombies if they get bitten in the Shaun of the Dead level. And so today, actually earlier, I was going through finding every single character that could become a zombie, and now I've unlocked them in the game. 2 of my favorites are definitely Foxo as well as the Dilophosaurus. They look amazing. Oh, and another thing that they also mentioned is that they sped up a couple of the levels, because a few of them, there was a bit of downtime in between maybe waves of enemies, or just like in general, there was a lot going on. So they kind of condensed them a little bit, and I really do enjoy that, because there was 2 of them that I remember felt a little long, but I'm sure they're gonna be way better now. And if I were to guess, there was one level in Battlestar Galactica as well as the Lucas Lee fight over in the Scott Pilgrim levels. They felt a little long, so I'm hoping they're a lot better now. And now anyways, everybody, getting back to the actual game instead of just the updates, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I feel like now, with this kind of like quality of life update that they've done, I feel like me playing through a second time, I would enjoy it even more. I'm also super excited about the roadmap that they announced, because if you guys don't know, they had to delay the multiplayer just a little bit. And you know what, really quickly, let me grab my laptop so we can pull up the exact roadmap and I can talk about it a little bit more in depth, because it is pretty interesting. Alrighty, I've got it here, everybody. And so it says, if you guys are wondering, the game was launching on the regular date, September 13th. It just wasn't gonna have the multiplayer like implemented right away. But because of that, they were gonna give us another character, which I believe turned out to be Colonel Sanders, from what I can remember. Or maybe it was the Eddified Proto, I don't know. But either way, they did give us a bunch of characters after the game released. And mind you, September is still not over, so maybe we're getting more of them. I have no clue at the moment. The The only thing that I wished with these ones here is that you could get them on every single platform, because I know that when it comes to the Eddie Proto, you can't get it on Steam, and I was hoping to collect every single character, but besides that, it's still really neat. And anyways, getting back to the roadmap here, talking about October, it says that they're going to be giving us 2 free outfits as well as another free character, and then we're going to be getting our first worlds that we can actually play as co-op. And that's going to be the Jurassic World, Battlestar Galactica, Hot Fuzz, and The Thing, which I feel like are going to be some pretty fun ones to jump in with 4 people. And then also, jumping back to that free stuff, I wonder if it's going to be from a brand new franchise we've never seen before. Is it going to be, I don't know, maybe an addition to the ones that we already have? I can't wait to find out. So is it going to be October 1st at 12:01 a.m.? I hope so. You don't have to be that early, but I mean, come on, I can't wait to see it. And anyways, then jumping into the next month, everybody, November, that's when we will have every single level available for co-op. So that's going to be Master of the Universe, the Umbrella Academy, Scott Pilgrim, as well as every other cameo level. Oh, and then we are going to be getting another brand new character as well as an outfit on top of that because of the bit of a delay. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't really planning on playing co-op right away anyway, so this kind of worked out perfectly for me. I'm going to be playing co-op later on with a bunch of friends, and I get a bunch more characters. There was also something else that I wanted to talk about. What was it? Oh, right! That Funko Fusion is going to be over at New York Comic-Con. If I'm going to be honest, I am really excited about this because they said in their announcement for this, and I quote, sneak peeks and unexpected surprises. And I'm guessing that's going to have to do with the game, unless it's going to be like maybe somebody showing up at the panel, but they already announced most of the guests, so I'm guessing it's going to be something for actual in-game content. And what I'm speculating this to be, and I want to see what you guys think about this as well, is that it's going to be maybe another cameo level or more characters. I really don't know, to be honest. But what some people have pointed out on Funko Fusion's Discord is that there's actually a couple spots in the hub that feel like it could open up to more things. Like once you finish the game, where they would normally do the crown drop-off, it kind of just isn't anything, but it still has the dotted line going around where the door or like door shape would be, so maybe it's going to open up to more levels. I think that would be amazing. I know this might be a bit of a spoiler, so plug your ears if you don't want to hear it, but after you've completed the final boss battle, I'm not going to say too much in case you haven't finished the game, there is a big room where there's not much going on besides one character in the middle that you unlock, and I'm not going to say who it is. But there are so many spots on the wall, and I have a feeling that maybe they could just continue it there, or possibly they could make it so the row of actual levels just continues down more. That might honestly be the easiest way to do it. I know that they've talked about other Universal properties that they would love to see in the game, because of course it is very Universal heavy. And now I know that we do have some properties that aren't Universal, but for the most part they are. So that's what I'm trying to think of in my head, like other Universal properties that I think would be really cool in the game. The one that always comes to mind for me is E.T. I would love to see 5 levels on that. You know, him and Elliot sneaking away from, I believe it's the FBI in the movie, also like E.T. having to hide in a bunch of different plush in the house, and then them biking away at the end of the movie. They totally could do 5 levels with it. It would really be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that is what they add to the game, because I mean, come on, wouldn't it be so cool to play as E.T.? Or maybe you guys just don't care about E.T. and I just care way too much. But whatever it is, I think it's gonna be really cool to find out at the New York Comic-Con panel, and I'll be attending New York Comic-Con, so I will definitely be there to report back to you guys once it happens. And so anyways, everybody, with all of this being said, I really am excited to see what is to come for the game. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it, because it was a lot of fun to play through, and I want to keep playing through it until I get every single character and unlock every single weapon and every single item, because it really is that fun. I also can't wait for Wave 2 of the Funko Pops to release, because I still need that Cosmic Freddy, and my Eddie as well as the Mecha Freddy should be in soon. I ordered them a little while ago. But anyways, everybody, if you were thinking about picking up the game, I would say go for it, especially with this brand new update that they just rolled out. It makes it even more fun. More characters to unlock, a smoother gameplay, as well as more hearts, and just like more stuff to do. And so anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and again, thank you to 1010 Games for sending this over, because it is so cool to have this now in the collection, because again, this is the thing I will be keeping around. It's a pretty cool box. And I hope you guys had fun chatting with me today, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.